State of Ohio versus Michael T. Dixon, 20 CR 0201. And we took a short break, fixed the technical problem, and also because we needed a break. And at this present time, Mr. Dixon is present along with his attorneys. The prosecution team is here. The jury is in the room. And Mr. Kinneer, Deputy Kinneer is back on the stand. And I believe that we've solved our technical problem, and we're about to see another interview that's been taped. One thing I want to remind you about these interviews is that there's questions asked, and a question in and of itself is not evidence. It may only be considered by you as it supplies the meaning to the answer. All right, so with that, Mr. King.
Thank you, sir. Detective, I'm sorry about that technical issue on my end. But before we cut out, I'd ask you a couple questions about a subsequent interview, and you advised that Lieutenant Ed Downs conducted a subsequent interview of Michael Dixon. I'm showing you on the screen what's marked as State's Exhibit DDD. What are we looking at in this image, sir?
This is the interview room in the sheriff's office. The date is July 27th of 2020. Time is 9:23 p.m.
And who's this gentleman sitting in the gray shirt to the left of the screen?
This is Lieutenant Ed Downs. Earlier.
Yep, come on in, Mike.
You just entered the room?
That's Mr. Michael Dixon.
Is that you?
The defendant.
Well, in the doorwell?
That is correct.
Are you going to be present during this interview?
No, I'm not. I'll be in an adjacent room, which is our conference room, where I can watch the video as well. And I will text questions to Lieutenant from that conference room.
So while you're in this conference room, this adjacent room, are you watching a live feed?
I'm watching a live feed.
And then you have the capability, because you're watching this live feed, to send in potential prompts to Detective Downs if you want an additional inquiry asked?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead in here, but before I do so, a couple times during your interviews, the first two interviews with Ed Downs, you advised him of his Miranda. Your interview with Michael Dixon, you advised him of his Miranda. Did you do the same with? Did Ed Downs do the same with Michael Dixon?
Yes, he did.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
I'll show you what's marked as State's Exhibit AAA. Will you take a look at that, sir?
It's a statement of Miranda rights from the Hocking County Sheriff's Office, Detective Bureau.
Okay. And who has completed this Miranda for?
I believe at the time, actually, Lieutenant Ed Downs did. He filled out the information for Michael Dixon.
And at the bottom, we see, on the bottom left, we see a name that says, what does the name say?
The name actually says Michael T. Dixon,
Okay.
age 40, date of birth of 9/5/79. Do you want me to read the social?
I do not know. What's the date and time?
The date is July 27th of 2020. Time is 10:26 p.m. And there's signature in place for Michael Dixon, who signed, as well as the witness, who's former Lieutenant Ed Downs.
Okay. You said former Lieutenant Ed Downs. Is he no longer a Yeah, so fully at the Halton County Sheriff's Office.
That would be correct.
Your Honor, may we approach briefly?
Yes, you may.
If he came,
Thank you for your patience. I'm going to play this just for a moment. I want to make sure you, sir, you can hear it and that the jurors can hear it. Restarting the recording at 21:58:28.
work through this with you. And I said I would be right there beside you.
Is anyone having difficulty seeing or hearing this recording? Thank you. Before I continue, was there a question that Lieutenant Downs asked Michael Dixon of how much financial support was Mr. Dixon relying upon Mr. Whitaker for?
Yes,
And what was his answer?
I believe it's 50%,
About 50%?
about 50%.
And I will. But we got to know what happened to him. Okay? So you give me something on what happened to Jim on July 5th. Okay? Listen to me. I want to help you. But if you're not honest with me, when I walk out that door, I can't help. But we need to know what happened to Jim. Can you give me something of what happened that particular day? Because he was good to you.
Yeah.
And you were good to him. But something happened that particular day that you got upset. And it's okay. People do get upset. So you give me something that I can work with. And I can help you. I can talk to the prosecutors. We can get closure. Mike, I'm not lying to you, buddy. I can help you. Listen, I can help you, but you have to help me. Okay? Where can I find Jim? Where can I find him? Mike, it's okay. Where's Jim? You help me, I can talk to the prosecutor. You believe in God, right?
Mm-hmm.
You believe in forgiveness?
Yeah.
God will forgive. All you have to do is repent your sins. I can help you do that. But you have to help me find Jim. Where can I find him?
I don't know.
Mike, listen, let me come over here to you. Come here. Listen, turn around here. Man to man. Table? No. Mike, I know you know what happened to Jim. I know. Okay? You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Help me. And I help you. It's simple. I will not let you go through this alone. Okay? I promise. You know I've been doing this for a long time. Some people say I'm a dick. I'm human. You're human. Jim is human. Let's give him a proper burial. Let's treat him like a human. He was really good to you. Wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was good. Let's give it back to him. Now's your chance. Because you didn't mean what happened. What happened to Jim, it didn't need to happen. It was an accident. Was it an accident?
Yeah.
It was? Okay. So what happened then?
When Detective Downs asked, is it an accident? Mr. Dixon gave an audible answer. What was that answer?
Yes.
In your own words, tell me what happened. Yes, it was an accident. Did he fall and hit his head? Did a gun go off? Did a knife, accidentally stab him in an argument?
His gun went off.
His gun went off? Okay. So, how did it go off?
Me and him was struggling over because my daughter was trying to go to the well, she went to the bathroom and then he was trying to grab her.
Okay. So this happened in the house? Where did it happen at?
Kitchen.
In the kitchen? Okay. So, where is Jim right now? It's okay. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. It's okay. It's all right.
So he's offered an explanation. How many guns are involved in his explanation?
One.
And whose gun is it?
It's James Whitaker's gun, the Remington.
The Remington, not the Winchester 1400?
No, the Remington 1100.
I know you feel bad. Was the gun in your hand?
I got the hold of it, but he was pointing it at me.
Okay, that's okay. Was it a shotgun? Where's Jim now?
I'm by the burn pile.
By the burn pile? Did you burn him? You burn him? Okay. What did you use to burn him?
It's trash.
Who else? Who helped you burn him?
Nobody.
Your daughter?
No, I told her to go to the basement.
How long did it take you to burn him?
About a few days. I burnt stuff there.
Few days. So you burnt for several days. What day did this happen? Was it July 5th?
I think like early in the morning, the 6th, or 5:30, 6.
In the morning? Okay. What was the argument over?
We was coming in so late and he just come out and he was in a bad mood.
Okay. Now let's pretend. All right. Let's pretend. This is the shotgun. Let's stand up. It's all right. Okay. God forgives. Okay. You believe in God, right? Okay. It's okay. So if this is a shotgun, who has the shotgun?
You.
How do I have the shotgun? If I'm Jim.
Pretty much about like this shooting, or like you're here's the gun like this, and I take it, I grab it, and I put it up like that, and it goes off
Okay.
over this way.
It was, it'd go off over here? Okay. Let me.
What is Detective Downs doing right now?
He's picking up his cell phone.
Could this be one of the occasions in which one of you or another detective is suggesting options for the next stage of the interview?
Correct. There's going to be a firearm that's actually going to be brought into him.
So, what did he have the shotgun for?
So every now and then when you get mad, that's when he can get the gun or a knife.
So he grabbed the shotgun.
We had it kind of like holding it like here, it's just
Like, this was the butt of it?
but yeah, right here he grabbed like where the trigger piece is made, and then you've got the, right here, and then you've got your stock.
Okay. And the barrel was pointed this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're Jim, and I'm right here, where was the gun?
Well, he had it.
Okay, he had it.
Like, about like this right here. Right here was the,
What was he saying to you? Very important. What was he saying to you?
he told me that he was going to shoot me.
Okay. What was he gonna shoot you for? Okay. So we're gonna show you this gun is unloaded. Clear? Yep, it's very clear. Okay, it's clear. All right, nothing in it. All right, I want you to I'm gonna hold the gun, okay? So if I have it, is he like this?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And then what happened? Go ahead, you can grab it. It's fine.
Hold it and went like
Okay.
that.
Okay, and it went off on this side of his face?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did he die instantly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where is the bathtub in relation to us? You said it happened in the bathroom, correct?
Kitchen.
The kitchen. Okay. So his finger was on the trigger? Okay. And he said he was going to kill you. What did he? He said he was going to kill you for?
He didn't say. He told my mom he called her earlier that night and said that as soon as I walked in, he was going to shoot me.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm very proud of you, Mike, for telling what really happened, so we can give Jim a proper burial, okay? Does that make you feel any better? Okay. So, who helped clean up the kitchen?
I did it by myself.
Okay. How long did it take you to clean up the kitchen?
Probably about an hour.
Okay. Was it all over the ceiling?
Mm-hmm. The wall.
Huh?
Mainly the wall and the floor.
Wall on the floor? Okay. So, like, did it take off this side of his face? How much, can you show me on your face how much it took off of his?
Probably about like right in here.
Did it go through his brain, or did it just take off this side of the face?
I think it like went kind of like at an angle right here and come out here.
Okay, was it a slug or bird shot?
I don't think it was bird shot. He's got these great big, I think they're 30.
Was it what kind of shotgun was it?
12 gauge.
Okay. Where is the gun?
In the pile too.
It's in the same pile? Okay.
What does he mean by it's in the same pile?
He's indicating that he put it in the burn pile with Jim. So he burned the firearm as well.
So that the gun is no longer around and that it's destroyed.
It's destroyed.
What do you use to burn him? Trash?
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Just trash.
Is it just the regular burn pile? Only one? Okay.
Detective Kinneer, did you or your office later recover that Remington 1100 weapon he's talking about?
Yes.
Did you find it in the burn pile?
No. It was Tommy Kahn had purchased the gun from Michael Dixon.
And give me just a minute. Okay. Would you like to have this bottle of water? There you go, buddy. Give me just a minute, okay? Would you like to write a statement out for me of what happened and put it in your own words? I think the prosecutor would like to probably look at that.
Won't say I ain't the best speller.
That's all right. If you'd like to do that, that would be fantastic, because I think a prosecutor would like to have it in your own words. Okay?
You think sometime it'd be, well, if anyone does, able for me to get a cigarette?
Yep, I think we could probably manage that, okay? You were good to me, and you're still good with me, so I have no problem with that, all right? Okay? Will you put that in your words for me? Okay. You did the right thing, Mike. You did the right thing. Did you fear for your life? Okay.
That's all I've been thinking about since it's happened.
I bet. You probably haven't ate or slept, have you? Okay. All right. Just hang tight, okay? I'll be right back with you.
In the next several minutes, does Mr. Dixon attempt to write out a statement for the first time?
I believe he begins, but it's a long process. He ends up having a smoke break as well.
Let's skip ahead. Saw him leave the room. Is that the indication of the smoke break? I'm now at 22 minutes and 10 o'clock and 19 minutes and 22 seconds. He's left the room. Is that the
Yes.
smoke break?
Yes.
Different kind of guy. Ready to go back in? Get some water?
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Drink any of your water yet?
A little bit.
I just got just a few more questions for you, okay, Mike? Huh? Yeah, sure. Be right back, buddy. It's all right, buddy. We really need to write that, okay? I want the judge, and I want the prosecutor to see in your handwriting of what transpired, okay? I think it's very important. But before we do that, I do have some other questions for you, okay? With that being said, the questions that I would have is there's some rumors, and probably a little bit more than rumors, that you were upset at him about coming on to your daughter. And was that argument that morning a result of him coming on to your daughter?
No.
What was the argument about?
We left, like I told you, and we come back. Well,
Start over, because you didn't tell me that. You told another detective that, I think.
we left, first that was indeed.
Let's just sit back and talk, man. Just relax. I know it's hard, but let's relax. So tell me in your words again what happened.
About 10 o'clock at night, we went down to Kinneer. We was down there until about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Who was down there?
Me, his old lady, my daughter, and me. My daughter was asleep in the truck the whole time. And then we went back up to the house. Jimmy just come out and started, well, at first he didn't come out, he didn't hear us, he must have been asleep or something. My daughter went up to the bathroom, and the next thing I know, here he comes out with the gun. And he told me that I needed to get out of the house, this, that, and another, and I told him as soon as my daughter got out of the bathroom that I would leave, and he said, no, Melody wasn't leaving. And I started up the steps, and he had the gun and pointed at me, and we had a struggle.
In the kitchen.
Next thing I know, the gun went off.
Why did he say that she wasn't leaving?
He didn't say.
Where was she at when the shooting happened?
In the bathroom.
What did she say when she came out?
She just lost it because she seen blood everywhere.
Okay. Were you drinking?
No.
Were you under the influence of any drugs when it happened? Be honest.
Yes.
What were you using?
Meth.
Okay. When did you use meth?
The 4th.
The 4th? Okay. And this was the morning of the 6th?
Morning of...
Do you remember what day of week it was?
I think it was the 5th. That might have been the 6th.
Do you remember what day of the week? Were you down at Kenny's on a Friday night or a Saturday night? Sunday night?
I'm thinking it was Sunday night.
Sunday night? So it would have been the 5th on a Sunday night. Sunday was the 5th. So you went down there at 10 o'clock on the 10th, on the 5th.
No.
And you come back at 4 o'clock on the 6th. Was he awake when you got home?
He must have heard the door shut or Melody when she shut the bathroom door or something.
Okay. Did any conversation take place between Melody and Jimmy?
No.
Did she tell you that? Did she tell you that he didn't say anything to her?
She told me that, and I was right there. I was like at the bottom of the steps. It's real close to where his room was.
Did you tell Kenny what happened? Okay. Did Kenny help you?
No.
Who helped? Somebody helped you burn that body and move that body?
No, they didn't.
Okay. So, can you describe when you drug, how did you get him out of the house?
On the sled.
What sled?
There's a black sled up there by the burn pile.
Okay. And you moved him from the house down the steps of the porch over to the burn pile?
Yes.
Okay. And then when you did that, did you start burning him right away? What did you do? What did you do after you got him to the burn pile?
First, I just left him there for about a day, trying to figure out what the hell to do.
Who'd you talk to that you left him up there?
I didn't talk to anybody. I was just so tired.
You had to have told somebody that next day that you left Jimmy laying up there at the burn pile. Who did you tell?
I didn't tell anyone. The only one that knew at first was just me and my daughter.
Okay. How did you leave the house that night? Did you drive?
When we went over to Kenny's,
No. After Jimmy was killed,
well, I didn't go anywhere.
you just stayed there and just left him outside?
Went and laid down, took a nap for 3, 4, 5 hours.
So when did you clean up the kitchen? At what point did you clean up the kitchen?
Same night.
So after you used the black cart, did you load him up on the cart yourself, or did your daughter help?
Nope, she didn't help.
Okay.
I told her to go to the basement. She went to sleep.
Okay. And then from that point, you put him on the black cart, you wheel him down the steps, you wheel him over to the burn pile, you just dump him off into the burn pile.
I left him on the sled and just set it there and covered it up with some old branches.
Okay. And so you just left him on the thing, covered up with branches all night long. When you go into the house from covering him up, what did you do from that point?
Finished cleaning up the house and took a shower.
Did you have blood all over you? Where are your clothes that you had on?
I believe they're in the basement.
They are in the basement?
In the basement, or I burn them. I'm thinking they're in the basement.
We're at in the basement.
There's a deep freeze down there, and then there's like the laundry room. Should be right in the laundry room.
Do you remember what clothes you had on?
Pair of camouflage pants and a black shirt, I believe.
Okay. Long sleeve shirt or a t-shirt?
T-shirt.
Okay. Did you, so you cleaned up the rest of the kitchen. What did you use to clean up the kitchen?
Bleach.
Bleach? Okay. And do you use rags or do you use paper towels?
Rags.
Where are those rags?
Burn them.
You burnt those? Okay. Where's the bleach bottle that you used?
My bleach still in the kitchen.
Bleach is still in the kitchen. Is there any blood that you missed?
Not that I know of.
Not that, okay. Okay. So, at what point did you take the gun outside of the burn pile?
Next day.
Okay. So it stayed in the house? Okay. And where's the TV?
It got burnt too.
Why did it get burned?
Had a bolt of buckshot through it.
Okay.
But they weren't buckshot. They was actually what they were is like a 30-06 bullet, but it had a whole bunch of them in a 12 gauge thing.
Just like buckshot?
Like double up, but great big.
Yep, double up.
Mr. Dixon just described burning the TV. Did you find the TV in the burn pile?
No, I did not.
Where did you find the TV?
Jeff Emmerine had it in his possession at his residence on Sam's Creek, I believe. No, Goose Creek.
Or something? Okay. And so the TV, the remnants of the TV is going to be in the burn pile as well. How much of his body is left in the burn pile?
I don't know.
How deep is the burn pile?
Not very deep.
Do you think you burnt all of his body?
I don't.
Did you, like, how long did you let his body burn?
About a day.
Did you throw accelerant on it? Gas, kerosene, diesel fuel?
Diesel fuel first, till it started to go.
Then what'd you do?
Just kept putting stuff on it.
Did you at some point throw the rest of it, like let one part of it burn and throw the other part back in?
Mm-hmm.
Could you describe that for me? How you did it? What part burnt? What part you threw on top, or you moved around?
Well, I didn't move him around any. I just put more and more stuff on it.
So his body was laying completely in the burn pit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you didn't burn like part of his torso here. His legs were sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
So you just laid stuff on his whole body and burnt him that way. Did you ever stir him to like move him to make sure he was burnt?
No.
Okay. Okay. And you left him burnt for a day. Did you cover him? Is he covered up with stuff now? What did you cover him up with?
Dirt and cans from the rest of the burn pile. I just raked it down.
Okay. So you just cleaned it up on top of it, basically, that area. Did you throw anything else around that?
Mm-hmm.
So right now he would just look like dirt and cans. Okay. Who did you tell that you did this? Or that this happened, I guess you could say. I know you told Kenny. Your daughter knew you did it. Who else?
That's it.
I know there's other people because other people's talking. Who else did you tell? Mike, here's the deal, buddy. Don't lie now, okay? You're being very, very honest. You're being very good. Don't start lying, okay? That's when things go sideways.
I told my stepdad.
And your stepdad is who?
Frank.
Frank. Seymour?
No. Specie.
What's your last name?
Specie. S-P-E-C-I-E.
Okay, where's he live at?
With my mom.
On Sand
Sand
Creek. Okay. So Frank knows. Who else knows?
I believe that's all I told him.
Okay. All right. So you guys, let me make sure I get this right. Okay. So about 10 o'clock on the 5th, you go to Kenneth Amorine's. Your daughter's asleep out in the truck. You leave about 4 a.m. You arrive back at the house between 4 and 4:30 to the house. She goes in to go to the bathroom. He comes out with a shotgun and he says, get the hell off his property. Holding a shotgun on you. Did he say anything to you other than that?
No.
He just said, get the hell out.
Yep. I tried.
And you told him what?
I just tried talking to him like I usually did.
Had he ever pulled a gun on you before?
Mm-hmm. Several times.
Okay. Did you fear that he was going to shoot you?
That night, yeah, I just had a weird.
And what time in the morning was that again? On the 6th?
About 5:30.
5:30. And how did you get him in the house? How did you guys end up in the house?
He was already in the house. I unlocked the door with my key and we went in.
Did he have the gun on you at that point?
Mm-mm.
He had the gun down?
He wasn't. When I first went in the house, he wasn't even up.
I thought you said that he came out and met you outside.
Mm-mm.
He didn't meet you outside?
No, in the house.
So he met you at the door, kind of? No?
We met us. My daughter had went to the bathroom. I unlocked the door, let her in. She went to the bathroom, and while she was in there, she must have made noise or something. And he heard, and then that's when he come out with his gun.
Did he know it was you?
Mm-hmm. I'm the only one that's got a key.
Okay. And he said what to you?
He told me to get the hell off the property. I wasn't welcome there anymore.
Okay. And then did he have the gun pointed at you?
Yes.
Did he say he was going to kill you? Did he just have the gun pointed at you and tell you to get the hell off the property?
He told me that he was going to kill me.
How did he say it?
He told me if I didn't get off his property, he was going to fucking kill me.
And how close were you to him at this point?
Probably for me to you.
Okay, so roughly 3.5 feet.
Yes.
And you grab the gun, twist it, and it comes back on him, right? And it goes off. What happened then? He fell to the ground?
Yes.
Did you have the gun in your hand after he fell to the ground? The gun fell with him?
Hit the ground.
Okay. Do you remember what kind of gun it was?
12
Do you
gauge.
remember what make and model?
1100 Remington.
Remington 1100? Okay. Did the round eject out of it? Where is that round?
Burnt.
Okay. Was there another one in the chamber? Okay. Did you burn those rounds as well? Where are those rounds?
In his room.
In his room? Where at in his room?
In a box, one of the boxes he's got.
You just put them in there? Okay. And what day did you tell Kenny that this happened? You tell him the next day?
About a week later.
About a week later? Okay. And what kind of cart was this that you used to get him out?
It was like a great big sled. It's what we used to pull deer up over the hill.
So is it a sled? Is that what it is? Like a black, like ice fishing sled or something?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like is it black? Okay. So, all right, that makes sense. And that got burnt?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's still laying there? Okay. Okay. And you've been staying at the house since? Okay. Have you used any of his credit cards? Not one time?
Nope.
Okay. Did you take any money from the house?
Nope.
Have you taken any guns from the house?
Nope.
Did you take anything out of the house whatsoever? Nothing at all?
Nope.
Did anybody you know of take anything out of the house after this?
I'm not for sure, but a guy named Keith Strickland kept coming up, and I could swore he was taking stuff.
What do you think Keith was taking?
I don't know what he was taking, but it seemed like he would come up and he would stay the night, and he'd wait until I'd go to bed, and then he'd act like he was asleep when I went to bed, and then it seemed like as soon as I went down to my room, he started making noise like he was up. And then I'd hear him all stuff moving around, and when I'd get up in the morning, he'd be gone.
Okay. Does Keith use drugs?
Mm-hmm.
What's he using?
Meth and heroin.
Meth and heroin? Okay. Well, who's his supplier, do you know? Okay.
Someone in Dayton.
Was there somebody else that he has staying there at the house with him? No? So he didn't have any idea that this happened? Did you tell him?
No.
You never told him at all? Did he ever question you about it?
He asked me a few times where Jim was. I just said he wasn't there when I got back from Kenny's.
How many times do you think Keith was there?
A dozen or more.
Okay. Do you guys party together? What did he come there for? Who was he friends with?
Jimmy.
there without Jimmy being there, and
Yep.
that doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
So you never used meth with him or heroin? Never smoked weed with him?
I can't smoke weed.
Did Jimmy have any meds that you took? Any pills? Where was all his meds at?
A bunch of them's in his room.
Did you use any of them? Be honest, I don't care.
No, I haven't took any.
How's your daughter?
Mm-mm.
Do you know that for a fact?
Not for a fact, no.
What she used?
But the only thing I know that she does is smokes a little pot.
Okay. Gotcha. So the only people that you've told that this happened was your daughter, Kenny Amarin, and Frank, what was his last name? Speaky. And that's your stepdad. Those are the only people that know that this happened. And you told Kenny about a week after. And the reason you burnt the TV is because there was buckshot went through it. Was there blood on it or just buckshot?
Holes.
Just holes from the buckshot? Did any buckshot go into the wall behind the TV?
I don't know if it did or not. I didn't
Didn't check? Okay. Are you remorseful that this happened?
My what?
Are you remorseful? Are you sorry? Sad?
Yeah.
Why are you sorry and sad?
Because now he's gone, and I think if we would have just been able to talk about it like we did in the past, it would have been fine.
Gotcha. So, okay, fair enough.
I just don't know why he'd come out with his gun like he did.
Have you been using meth lately? Have you been using, how long have you, when was the last time you saw him use?
I seen him use meth the night before.
Okay. So let me ask you this, where, the TV, where was it mounted at? What wall? Can you describe it?
Like when you walk in the door, you go up the steps, it was on low.
It was was it mounted to the wall or was it just sitting on a ledge?
It's sitting on a table or like it's not a counter, but it's kind of like a stand he built on the edge of the top of the steps. I don't know what the hell you call it.
Okay. What's your warrant for? Don't know.
I'm trying to think.
That's all right. You don't have to. So you don't know if any of the bullets went in the wall behind the TV? You don't know? Okay. Didn't look. Have you got much sleep since?
No.
Okay. So do we want to go ahead and put in the words what happened that morning in your own words, in your own writing?
Try.
Okay, that'll be good. We don't have to worry about any of this. You put your name, we'll do the date together. You just start writing that, okay? I told you I'd help you. Just talk about how you were up at Kenny's, what happened, then you came back and
Does he continue to try to write out that statement at this stage?
Yes.
I'm gonna skip ahead. Pause it at 22:50:21. Play again at 22:58:16.
Like here's the front door where you come up in, and I guess these are steps to the basement, right?
Might have jumped in mid-thought here. What is he describing?
He's describing the inside of the home itself, the kitchen area, the landing, the stairway leading up to the kitchen itself. He's going to describe where the actual assault occurred, where the shooting occurred.
Does that make sense?
This is the door.
Yeah.
The steps to the basement are over here.
Okay.
And then this goes on up. And then
So like the stairway.
stairs right here. And there's like a, right in here, it's like a flat spot, and that's where the TV was.
And we're on the floor or like on a countertop
It
or
was
a
like
table?
on top of the like counter, I believe.
And where were you guys at in the kitchen when that happened?
It was like in from the front door, TV, the fridge over here, about right in this area.
And so the shot would have went that way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where was your daughter when this happened?
Mm-hmm.
She was on that floor with you?
Mm-hmm.
And she was in the bathroom, right?
Yep. There's like back this way, this is the hall, and then his bedroom's over here, and the bathroom's right here.
And basically,
She was, there's a wall right here.
Okay. And she said, or he said that she's not going with you?
Mm-hmm.
And
He
you said,
grabbed
yes,
her.
she is. And he grabbed her?
He went to grab her by the throat, and that's when I grabbed the gun.
Okay, so he went to grab her by the throat, and you...
Detective Kinneer, earlier we heard him describe how Michael Dixon had two hands on the shotgun that James Whitaker had two hands on the shotgun when Michael Dixon grabbed it out of his hands. Is he describing something differently now?
Yes.
And what is he describing?
He's going to give another scenario of how the shooting occurred.
Your Honor, may we approach?
Yes, you may.
Continue playing at 22:59 and 50 seconds.
Okay, so let's do this again. If I'm Jim, he's your daughter, where would we be in your, where? Show us where we would be.
The bathroom is back this way, let's say.
The bathroom's back that way, and so you started to come out of this way. Jimmy's
The
standing
kitchen's
there.
over this way.
Yep, and Jimmy's right there, and I'm over this way. And Jimmy went, because she started to come out, and he went to grab her by the neck.
So if I go out, I go to grab him, right hand or left hand?
He went to grab her by his left hand.
Left hand?
Or that would have been his right.
Okay,
Because
like
he had
this?
a gun in his hand.
Okay, was the gun pointed up or down?
Kind of like pointed like it, but my stomach area.
In this description, he has Melody outside the bathroom. In the initial demonstration, where was Melody?
She was in the bathroom. She wasn't present at the time of the shooting.
Pointed?
Mm-hmm.
Like at you? Or just kind of out in the middle of nowhere?
And kind of pointed like, if he would have shot it, it would have hit me.
Okay, and so then what happened? So was his finger like on the butt of the gun?
No, it was like the butt, like I showed you earlier, but he had it
On
like
the butt.
on the trigger.
But his finger was on the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So he had it like that. He had like this.
Yep,
Then what
I
happened?
grabbed hold of the gun and pushed it up, and it went off.
So while he still got his hand around her neck?
Well, she just started to walk in. That was like a distraction, it seemed like to me.
So his hand was actually
on me, on the girl.
On your daughter.
Mhm. Or not?
Yes, it was.
It was.
Good. Okay. So like she starts walking. So let's do it real quick.
But like that, and I just pushed the thing up like that, and then
His finger.
hit the trigger.
And where did it hit his face at? Which side? If we're like this, which side?
Moving on his right-hand side.
So the gun would have been like this, and it would have went off like that. Did she get covered with blood?
I believe a little bit.
Okay. Where's her clothes? Because your clothes are down in the basement, you think?
And it's a camo pants and a black shirt, long sleeve shirt, short sleeve shirt, okay.
Where is...
What kind of shoes did you have on?
Pair of sandals.
Pair of sandals?
Where are they?
In the basement in my room.
Okay. What clothes did she have on and where are they?
She had on a white dress. I don't know what she did with them.
A white dress?
Did she clean it?
I don't think so.
Did she burn it?
I don't know if it was downstairs or not.
Could you burn it with the body?
I don't think I did. I think it's still at the house.
Because you told me earlier you left the whole part out about your daughter coming in the room like that. You left that completely out. So which one is being truthful? The one where the daughter's coming at or the other one?
The one with the daughter.
Why did you leave that part out?
Because I want my daughter left out of it. She didn't have nothing to do with it.
Okay, but I understand. But it's very important that we get every aspect of it to understand what happened here. Because that's a very important piece of the puzzle.
What was the fight about? What was the argument about? Was it about your daughter?
No.
Was it about your daughter? You said it was about your daughter. You didn't want her to go, or he didn't want her to go with you. Why?
He just told me to get off of the property, and I told him I'd go wait till my daughter, and he said no, I wasn't.
And that's when you guys are in the kitchen and she comes out of the bathroom and that's when the argument transpires?
Yep.
Was there anything prior to that? No?
Nothing.
Everything was fine up until that point.
So his hand was still on her when that gun shot, when he got shot in the head.
So why did he get the gun?
He had the gun when he walked out of his room.
When he walked out of the room. Did he know that the girl that you were going to take your daughter at the time? Prior?
Because you guys just got there, right? Okay.
So why did he go get the gun?
When he walked out, he come out with the gun. I told you, called and told my mom when we got there that he was sitting in a chair with the gun pointing at the front door.
Okay. All right, finish your writing. We'll be right back in, okay?
Yeah.
Does he continue writing a statement at this stage?
He continues to try.
Pause it at 23:04:56 seconds. Resume playing at 23:28:53.
Everybody? Think so? Just Okay. When you pull in the driveway, is there only one burn pit out there? There's only one burn pit. Okay. Will you sign it right here? Was that a long barrel or a short barrel?
Short.
Did that have a slug barrel on it?
Mm-hmm.
It did.
What weapon is he describing there?
He's still describing Mr. Whitaker's 1100 in Remington.
What's your address, Mike? Here, I'll just let you write it all in there. Just put your address right there. City, state, is it? How old a gun was that?
What is he completing there?
He's the bottom section of the form. I'm sorry, of the this actual statement.
I'll show you what's marked as State's Exhibit B. Did you take a look at that? You recognize that, sir?
This is the voluntary statement by Michael Dixon on the night in question of July 28th. It's dated as well as the time of 12:25 a.m.
So this is the written statement that he proceeded to write over the course of that interview?
Correct. It's signed at the bottom, witnessed by Lieutenant Ed Downs.
I want to take a look real quick at AAA again. The timestamp on here says 10:26 p.m. That interview began at 20 minutes and 20 or so, according to the video. Do you think that this is incorrectly documenting the time that Miranda was performed? Meaning, was that Miranda completed at the start of that interview or at the end of the interview? I can play the video again if you'd like.
Well, yeah, it's not at the beginning, so.
Give me 1 second. Gotta pause. Is that the Miranda form that Ed Downs is showing him at the moment?
Correct.
All right.
And
What's
then
the
the
timestamp?
time there indicates at 9:29. I would think that this time would be more accurate than this, and I'm wondering if there's not an Eastern or Western
Okay, so
time.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying, maybe the reason there's a discrepancy in the time frame on the Miranda form as opposed to the videos. Thank you. We approach, Your Honor?
Yes, you may. All right, so at this point, we're going to take a break for lunch. And I'll have you back at 1 o'clock. As I've told you before, do not discuss the case among yourselves. Do not permit anybody to discuss it with you or in your presence. It is your duty not to form or express any opinion on the case until it's finally submitted to you. So please try to get back here a little before 1 so we can start right at 1. Thank you.